point, moving on to our big story tonight, and that's on health insurance policy for the elderly. Well, in what is being seen as a relief for health insurance policy holders, the IRDAI has now tweaked its policy norms, now directing insurers to remove age limits from health insurance policy. Remember, even though India has a huge chunk of youngsters, the population share of 60-year-olds and plus is expected to reach 20% by 2050. So what will these new norms really do for senior citizens of tomorrow? What is the kind of impact that these new norms will have? To discuss this further, I'm joined by Ashish Yadav, the Head of Products and Operations at ManipalCigna Health Insurance. Ashish, help me understand the implication of this new policy, and especially for citizens above the age of 65, because this policy as is being understood right now really sounds like a dawn of a new era for the elderly.
No, absolutely. First of all, very good evening to all the viewers of ET Now. Definitely, it's a welcome move, Sumita, if I were to say it that way, because now this removal of capping onto the maximum age limit actually is an invitation to all the individuals who are beyond 60 years of age to actually can buy health insurance, which is the need of the hour today.
Right. Ashish, also help me understand now, how will things change for the elderly? If you could break down specific clauses of the policy and help us understand this fully.
So what used to happen and what was actually happening in the past was that the insurance policies were actually capped at about 65 years of age. So senior citizens who were beyond 65 years of age were actually not being offered any kind of solution. So some of the insurance companies, including ManipalCigna, actually had some of the products which were going beyond 65 and there was no age limit. Looking at that and looking at providing insurance to all the citizens of India, and particularly to the ones who are absolutely in need, which is the senior citizen, the regulator basically removed the limit of maximum age, which now actually opens up a lot of options for senior citizens to actually choose insurance basis their need. So this actually will bring all these senior citizens under the gambit of insurance, or I would say under the umbrella of insurance, which then now they can actually avail treatment in any choice of their hospitals, avail quality care, and which is the need of the hour also, because we've seen increasing medical inflation. Because of that, the treatment cost becomes very, very expensive, and there is a huge out-of-pocket burden which these individuals and their families have to now have had to basically take on their pocket. Because of this removal of age capping, now these people can actually buy insurance, and then all their healthcare expenses can get covered. More than that, the insurance products also offer health insurance health checkups, basis which you can actually make yourself aware of what are the growing health conditions and then take treatment appropriately well in advance. So this will actually protect them from erosion of their capital or erosion of their investments, have proper planning, and this will basically make them not only financially independent, but also safeguard them from the growing medical inflation as well as the rising medical conditions. So that's how they will be benefited.
Right, Ashish, I have to also ask you about one of the provisions, of this policy being that like companies really cannot now deny policyholders in case of any grave illness, which wasn't really the case earlier. Is my reading correct on this? And is this a blanket rule with no riders? Absolutely.
So I would like to break it down into two parts. Health insurance, or rather any insurance, rides on the principle of utmost good faith. And we really do not know the health conditions of the customer. The customer also does not know whether insurance company is going to pay when in need. So it's a mutual agreement. We believe that the customer should declare everything right in the proposal form, so that the customer can avoid all those hassles of non-disclosures. At the same time, if everything is disclosed, there is absolutely no need for the customers to worry, and all the expenses, including whatever grave conditions that the customers basically suffers from, will get covered. So there is absolutely no fear around it. But what happens is, either customers do not declare appropriate medical conditions, whatever they've been suffering from, out of the fear that what will happen to their insurance policies. So the right way basically to go for insurance plans is to basically declare everything that they know about their health conditions, whatever it is, and insurance companies will be more than willing to offer them coverages.
Okay, now let me ask you, and from the point of view of what does it really mean for companies? I mean, for the elderly, it is inclusive and that's a good move. But what does this widening of insurance net really mean for companies, their bottom lines, considering that premiums now must remain unchanged according to the new tweaks?
Absolutely. So this is a great question, because the move of the very objective of the government of India is to basically provide insurance to every household, every citizen. Keeping that vision intact, the IRDAI, which is the regulator, had a 2047 vision wherein every individual will be covered under insurance. This actually means that the insurance penetration is going to improve and it's going to increase significantly over the next 15-20 years. By removal of this age limit, we will have more individuals looking for health insurance coming under the umbrella of insurance, which is a direct impact on the overall insurance penetration, which is absolutely low today. If you were to talk about this current scenario, it is actually lesser than about 5-7%, which is now going to go much higher when these cappings are removed in the insurance plans. Yeah.
Right, Ashish. So a time for us to wrap this chat. But thank you very much for breaking this down really for us and what this really means for the elderly and of course the various facets of the policy. On that note, thank you very much for joining us once again. And
if you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.